Hey there and welcome back. Today's video I'm going to be testing some makeup products, some new products to me. So I recently got a few products from Jeffree Star, so I'm going to be testing them out in today's video. I also have a few things here from Winky Lux. We have the new Colourpop colored mascara. I have some brushes here I'm also going to be testing out. So if you guys are ready to go ahead and get started with this first impressions, let's get into it. Applied my base. I have on my brows, foundation, powder, all of that. I didn't really have any new foundations to necessarily test out, so we're kind of just going to be working on the eyes, the lips, and then some face products. So first up, I have this little palette here. This is from MUA Professional Makeup Academy. It's kind of a mouthful, but it is a contouring palette. So this is their bronzing palette. So inside of here you have 3 different bronzers. This actually looks really pretty and like it's going to look nice on my skin tone. I'm thinking like this shade right here. This one kind of looks nice too. It's like a shimmer one. So I'm going to be testing these products out first. So I'm just going to take this brush here from Luxie. I'm not exactly sure. This is the Small Contour 1010 brush. Okay, so we're going to test this out first, just going into that first shade right here. I'm going to use that shade to bronze, and then I might contour with this shade right here. So this is a newer brand to me. I've never tested anything really from them. They did send me a very generous PR package, so I'm starting to get more into their products. Don't mind my nails. Honestly, you guys, my nails are just going through it right now. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen me talk about the fact that I am wanting to start doing my own nails. So I've been trying to do my own acrylics, and I actually did my own acrylics like the first time I did like a fill on myself. And it turned out okay, and then I ended up like losing a nail. So I ended up breaking a nail, and then at that point I didn't have any nails to like glue back on because I only had the ones that I had already previously on. So I did order new nails and they're supposed to come today. So hopefully I can go ahead and do another set and like do a full set on myself. We'll see how that goes because I don't know, with me thinking with it breaking right away, makes me think I didn't do the best job, but you know, we'll have to see. So far this bronzer actually looks really nice. I think the color matches me pretty well. We're looking a little bit bronzier on our forehead than I'd like to be, but I do think it's a nice match. It seems to be blending out nicely. It doesn't look muddy at all either, so that is always a good sign. So I am going to be testing out these brushes. These are from MOTD Cosmetics. So they have an angled brush in here. And honestly, the only thing I like using the angled brushes for are for my nose contour. I don't really love them on the eyes. So I am going to use this brush just to contour my nose really quickly. I find that the angled brushes, I don't know, they just seem to work best for me. This one is applying a little bit more product than I prefer. I normally use my Luxie brush for this because I feel like it just applies the perfect amount of product. This one's looking a little intense. We'll just have to blend it out better. Alright, so I think that the bronzer actually turned out really nice. I really like the color of it. I'm going to now test out this powder. This is one from Bakarie. This is called their Flower Setting Powder. And I didn't get to use this one on my under eyes today, but I am going to use it to kind of carve out where we went ahead and contoured. I like doing this step. It's something that I never used to do, but lately I've just been really liking. I just feel like it really defines your cheekbones. So I'm just going to use this powder since I've never tested it out, just to kind of try it to carve out my cheekbones here. Alright, so now that that's baking, I'm going to actually go on to my eyes. So I'm going to be using this palette from Winky Lux. This is their Smitten palette. Really cute, just like heart-shaped palette. Here's what that looks like. And then I also got from Jeffree Star the Deep Frost, Deep Freeze Skin Frost right here. So this is just a bright blue highlight. So I thought we could actually put this on our eyes. I might try a little bit of it on the cheeks, we'll see, but I thought we could use this as like our lid color and kind of test that out. And then I'm going to be using these brushes here from MOTD. So I think first I'm going to start with this shade right here, kind of like the Taupe shade in the palette. So it does not have a mirror, so I'm just going to use this one here from Glamcore that I like. So the brush that I'm going to be using is the Seamless Sheer Blending Brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and place this color on the lid, and we're just going to blend it out here. I really like using these Taupe shades as the first color I go in with. I just think they're really nice as a first transition color. So far this seems to be blending out nicely. This brush feels a little bit denser than I normally prefer, but it's actually blending the product out decently. My skin is so dry right now. Oh my god, if you guys could see it up close, it looks so bad. Like my nose, you can even see like my foundation is struggling on my nose. My skin has just been so dry. We've gotten so much snow this winter. It's just not been doing good for my skin. I feel like honestly this is probably the worst winter I feel like we've had in quite some time. We just keep getting these crazy snowstorms. And this is when I'm thankful that I don't really have to work early in the morning anymore. I can just wait till the roads are a little bit more plowed. Like if I have somewhere to go, that's when I'm like super thankful for what I'm doing now. Honestly, I'm always thankful for it, but just especially in the wintertime when I don't have to wake up so early to leave the house, you know, it just helps a lot because the roads get so bad in the morning. So I think I'm just gonna go for it and go for this green shade next because we are gonna go in with the blue, so it's already gonna be kind of an intense eye look, so I might as well. This one is the Build and Blend brush, and I'm just going to kind of pack this shade on the outer corner and then start blending it in. This doesn't look as deep as I thought it was going to. Honestly, I don't feel like this brush is doing it very much justice, so I'm actually gonna grab one of my normal blending brushes. All right, so I'm just gonna grab this one from Morphe and see if that kind of, yeah, it's packing it on a bit more. I think that brush just wasn't right for what I was trying to do. So I'm just packing this on the outer corner and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it inwards. It's definitely not as pigmented as I thought it was gonna be, but I think we can definitely build it up. It's gonna look cool, I think, when we add the blue as well. So if you guys did see my mystery unboxing of the Jeffree Star products, you know that my deep freeze highlight was broken. So I did reach out to customer service at Jeffree Star and they did end up shipping me a new one, which was great because I got really nervous when it was broken. And it was a few days before I heard back from them, so I was a little bit nervous that I wasn't gonna get a new highlight because it was like completely shattered. But they did end up shipping me out a new one. I just had to send them pictures of my broken one, and then they were very, very kind and actually sent me a full new one, and it came all bubble wrapped and everything, so we didn't have another broken issue. I was reading the comments on that video, and a lot of you guys said that you've seen quite a few videos where people were getting that highlight broken. So I don't know what it is about that highlight. Maybe it's just prone to break. I'm not really sure, but I know a lot of you guys were saying that you had seen quite a few other people get broken palettes or broken highlights from him, so that kind of is a bummer. You never want to get anything broken. It just kind of ruins the whole experience for sure, but I'm glad that they replaced it. Definitely happy with that. The customer service was very sweet over there, so that's always good to hear. I don't always love to return things, honestly, and I definitely don't like dealing with, you know, like replacing something. I don't always normally even do that. Sometimes I just like won't even bother. But since it was one of these skin frosts and I really wanted to try one of those out, I thought that I would go ahead and see what they said. So glad they sent me a new one. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this, I think, all over the lid. I think I'm just gonna use my finger, honestly. This mirror on this is actually really good. I should have been using this mirror because it's really, really nice. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. We'll see how it looks. And I'm just gonna use my finger. So I know with all of his products, they are all eye safe. So I know you can use like his highlights on your eyes, his lip colors, all of that. So I'm just gonna place this one all over the lid. It's definitely looking very, very foiled. It looks really cool. Kind of been a minute since I've done like a bright, crazy eye look, so this isn't really your thing, I'm sorry, but I kind of had to with this blue. I wanted to make sure to use it. I am going to try it on my cheekbones as well, just to kind of do a fun pop, but I thought it might be a pretty addition to this palette because I feel like the green and the blue together might look pretty, so I feel like it is actually turning out kind of cute. So just doing the same thing on the other eye, using my finger. I'm not really getting any fallout using my finger. Like we have a little bit right here, but I honestly think that's from the Winky Lux palette, so I like the fact that I'm not getting any fallout with this highlight. It seems to be packing on really nicely. I'm kind of thinking I want to try one of the more neutral colors of the Skin Frost because those are what I hear the best things about. If you guys have a favorite like wearable Skin Frost, let me know down in the comment section because I'm really wanting to get one of like the more wearable shades. I always wanted to try, I think he has like a pure white one too. I can't think of what it's called, but I've always wanted to try that one as well. But this one's looking really cool all over the eyes. I think it's a fun blue shade. All right, so that is the lid all done. I definitely like it. I think that this lid, for some reason at the end, isn't wanting to look as blended as the other side, but I think it looks really pretty. I'm now just gonna go back into that palette from Winky Lux and apply that one to our lower lash line. So I'm just gonna go in with the same colors that I used before, so the green and that taupey shade. and just kind of blend those out onto our lower lash line as well. For this, I'm just using the Sultry Smudge Brush. This one is still from MOTD. So I do think these brushes are okay. I don't think they're gonna be a new favorite for me. They feel a little bit scratchy, and I don't really love scratchy brushes when it comes to my makeup, so I don't know that these are gonna be a new favorite for me. I want to widen up my eye a little bit, so I am going to apply some of the Benefit Highbrow just to my waterline. So I figured since we were doing the blue eyes, we might as well do something kind of fun with our lashes as well. So I'm going to be using this Volumizing mascara. This one is from Colourpop. This is the Blue Ya Mind mascara. So it is a bright blue mascara. I mean, why not? We're already kind of going funky with the eyes. So I'm actually going to curl my lashes first. I'm just going to use this eyelash curler from Tarte. This one is actually my favorite lash curler, and I'm just going to curl up my lashes really quick before I apply the mascara. So I forgot to wipe off the fallout that we got from that green shade, so I'm just going to wipe that off really quickly, and then we're going to go in with the mascara. So this one again is called Blue Ya Mind. I'm super curious to see how this is going to look. It kind of looks like an indio blue, I think that's what it's called. I'm so excited to try this one. So it's definitely looking blue. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell as much, but for me, I can definitely see that it's very blue. I think it's hard to tell when I'm so far away, but I'll definitely zoom you guys in so you can see, but you can kind of see. It looks very blue so far. All right, so I really worked at those to make sure I got all of the lashes, but I think it's actually looking really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do my bottom lashes as well. That's something I used to do all the time, like just do my bottom lashes with some purple or blue. I think that that was really fun as well. I'm definitely thinking I need an inner corner highlight. So once I go in with the other highlights, we're gonna add that as well. But so far with the mascara, I really like the wand. I feel like it's making it really easy to reach all of my lashes. I'm not having it like skip down or anything like that. And I don't feel like I've gotten any smudging on the top either, which is always a good thing. All right, so here we are now with our full blue lashes. This is definitely an interesting look we got going on now. I want to try out the highlighters next. So I actually have two of the different Jeffree Star highlights. So these are the Supreme Frost. So I have the shade Wet Dream and then also Frozen Peach. So Frozen Peach is the one that I actually got in my mystery bag. And then I had a friend trade me a couple of the lipsticks for the Wet Dream shade, which I feel like I honestly think this one looks more pigmented than this one. And like when I swatched them both, I was thinking the Wet Dream one was looking a lot more pigmented than the one that I tried. I'm not sure. So I'm actually gonna try, I think, both of them. But I think I'm gonna go in first with the Wet Dream shade. So I'm just gonna go in with my normal highlighting brush. So I think from what I understand, these ones are supposed to be a little bit more subtle than his other ones, like than the Supreme Frost ones, or the, I'm trying to think of what they're called. The other ones, this one is called the Skin Frost. These are the Supreme Frost, these are the Skin Frost. So this one is supposed to be a little bit more subdued, I think, than that one. I'm definitely seeing quite a bit of glitter in this one when I'm applying it. I can even see the glitter particles like getting in my hair and stuff. So I definitely think that this highlight is actually pretty glittery, but it's showing up pretty pigmented. I don't know, it's a pretty highlight. I don't know that it would be like a new favorite by any means because it is pretty glittery and I don't always love a glittery highlight, but I think for this look, it kind of works okay. I don't know why people like that in their highlights. I honestly don't. Like, maybe if that's your thing, I guess, but I just don't think it looks the most flattering. I definitely think it, like, look at all this texture you can see right here. Like, it definitely just like picks up all of the texture I have for sure. So I'm actually going to apply some of the peach shade on the inner corner, I think. So I'm going to take this one and just apply a little bit of that to my inner corner. I have a tiny little brush here. This is like a little angled brush, but I'm gonna try this just to apply a little bit of that to the inner corner. It's looking just like more glittery than like actual highlight, I feel like. The inner corner, I definitely don't think it's like blinding or anything like that, but it gave us a little something extra. So I don't think the highlights for me are gonna be a new favorite just because they are so glittery. I kind of want to say, like, try out this formula, like I said, and kind of see how that one goes. I will apply a tiny bit of this. Like, we might as well just try this on the cheeks and see what it looks like. I'm kind of nervous about it, to be honest, but I'm gonna apply a little bit and see what it looks like. Just a tiny bit, maybe just like just to the high points. I'm afraid it's gonna look crazy. Actually, okay, when you're applying a little bit of it, it doesn't look Like you can definitely see a hint of blue, but it doesn't look too crazy. So I'm just applying just a tiny bit of that right here. So I'm also just gonna dust away this bake now. And it looks actually pretty good. It looks like the powder worked pretty good for that. And then I'll move on to the lip products. So we have a couple Jeffree Star lipsticks that I did get. So we have the shade Watermelon Soda and then also the shade Can't Relate. So I think for this look, I am just gonna go in with the shade Can't Relate. I don't think the Watermelon Soda, like I could do that one, but it kind of just be pushing it over the edge, I think, with like this bright eye look and then a bright red. So I'm just gonna go in with the nude shade. I've never tried his formula of liquid lips, so curious to see what it's like. So I definitely feel like it feels really comfortable and it hasn't even dried down all the way yet. It feels like it's gonna be like a nice comfortable formula. We'll see how it lasts throughout the day, but I know that a lot of people say these are really long lasting. I think right now, I think I need like a gloss because my lips are so chapped that liquid lipsticks just aren't, you know, my best friend right now. I feel like they're just looking super drying. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of this Urban Decay gloss. This one is in Midnight Cowgirl, but this already feels like it's already dried down, so that's actually really nice. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this gloss just to kind of disguise the fact that my lips are so dry. But after that, this is gonna be our final look using all of these products. So let's really quickly just kind of go over them. So we tried out the brushes from MOTD. I don't feel like these are gonna be, like I said, new favorite brushes for me. They're okay, but I don't think that they're gonna be anything that I'm gonna be reaching for a lot. They were a little bit scratchy, and I did have to go in with another brush to kind of get the look that I wanted. We did use that palette from Winky Lux, and I think it performed really nicely. Winky Lux is a more affordable brand, so I thought this palette was really cute. I like the way that the green turned out on the eyes. We use this color as well. I'll definitely have to try out the shimmers in here and see how they perform all over the lid since we didn't get to try those out. As far as the Skin Frost goes, I did really like this blue on the eyes. I think it's really pretty. It's not fading either, which is nice. I think it's still looking as vibrant as it was when we put it on. I don't know that I love it as a highlight. Like it just looks kind of green on me, but I do think it's really pretty as an all over lid color, and I'll probably reach into this again. As far as the Supreme Frost, I don't think I love this formula. It's definitely very glittery. I don't think it's very flattering on me. My eyebrow's kind of doing a crazy thing, but I don't think it's very flattering on me. So I probably won't reach into these, to be honest, because I don't love this glittery of a highlight. I'll continue to try them out for sure. Maybe I'll change my mind, but for now, I don't think those are going to be a favorite. I did really like the mascara from Colourpop, though. This was really fun. I really liked the blue mascara. I feel like it definitely gave volume to my lashes as well. The wand was really nice on it. It really separated them nicely, so I'm definitely going to continue to try this one out. I think it's really nice so far. And the liquid lipstick, I was pretty impressed with this formula when I put it on. I'll definitely see how it wears throughout the day, but it feels very comfortable on the lips. It was easy to apply. I didn't have to do too many layers. I really liked the color as well. And I forgot to talk about this one. This was the contour palette that we tried from MUA Professional. I really liked this. I thought it performed nicely. I thought that the shades in it were really perfect for my skin tone. I like that it had a small little mirror on here. I thought that was nice. But after that, that is going to do it for this first impressions. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of this eye look. I will be back in a few weeks with my final thoughts on all of these products, but I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. Do not forget to give this one a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.